Alright, let us continue onward in our case in the past. As Mia's first case. Oh yeah, it's freaking Phoenix Wright's girlfriend is here. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers. Sure you were. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Yeah. Suddenly they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police. Did you call the police though? Hmm. By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here. I was standing right over here. Makes sense. The ridge is kind of blocking, but not entirely. Okay. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs. Okay. So you took the photo from that location, eh? I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. Okay. Ho ho ho! What a cute camera, just like its owner. Come on. Camera added to the court record. He's sitting on the freaking witness. Melissa Foster took the witness's photo with a small but powerful model. All right then, Miss Faye, time for your cross-examination. The penalties. But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. Great. The witness's photograph. Cross-examination. What is your stake in all this, lady? I was using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers. Hold it. Did you say wild flowers? Yes, the mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wild flowers. But it's only February. Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come. Ho ho! I know just how you feel. It's just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I just couldn't wait, so I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly. What the hell? Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor? Okay, she was taking photos, fine. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Hold it. Was there anything strange about the two of them? I'm a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there. So I decided to watch them, like some kind of peeping Tom. No, not at all. Everyone is like that, really. I love watching other people fight, too. In fact, I can't get enough of it. Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place. Incredible. Too much info, Your Honor. In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were. Alright. Well, anyway, I was watching them very closely. Suddenly, they just started fighting. What exactly did they do? Do you have any idea what they were fighting about? No. I have no idea. Why do you ask that? Oh, I just thought that maybe you overheard what they said. Oh, crying? Oh, what? I would never eavesdrop. I've got more class than that. That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Incredible. Okay, she never heard anything. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. No, that you took it before. They were not fighting. Why did you take a photo? Well, the two of them were really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me just kind of took over. Smells like a lie to me. Yes, I understand completely. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. I still use my grandson to test my comedy routines on. You wanted to be a comedian? So he wanted to be a comedian, huh? Not that it has any bearing on this. All I could do was to use my camera. So I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police. It's not the crucial moment though, they were not fighting in the photo. And right after that I called the police. Hold it. You called the police? Yes, because it looked to me like the murderer was going to try to escape. We were already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we had already started our operation. That was certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh? If Terry Flaws isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony. Be careful, kitten. That girl has the judge wrapped right around her little finger. You are going to have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers. I think I have one already. You are going to have to come up with something really good, Mia. Standing up, they started fighting, and that's when it took the photo. But it doesn't make sense because the photo doesn't show them fighting. They're just standing there, right? They're not fighting yet. They're literally just standing there. Objection! Witness. When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? No, it's the wrong photo, right? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Well, you see, the photo we presented was the only one there was. No, slam. But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it. So. My apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit. He can certainly downplay a situation, can't he? I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean. You ran out of film? This photo was the last one. What? It's so simple. Edgeworth is happy. Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are of the witness herself playing among the wildflowers. The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Yeah. Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it. So, you took photos of yourself? I remember taking some photos of myself once too. Please, no details. It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all. Wait, just a minute. Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well have taken more pictures, eh? Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet. Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed. Yes, Mr. Judge. Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk. Ha! It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention. Yeah, it's sickening. Great. More? Oh no, it just goes back. Are we changing anything? Oh, this is new. Suddenly they just started fighting. The victim turned around and tried to run away. The victim, why do you think she tried to run away? Also, she couldn't go anywhere, right? Let's see. With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal. Objection, really? This was a large, powerful man with a knife. If it had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently. Quaggy? Why you? If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river. There's still something wrong with this testimony. Yeah. She only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. Hold it. So you are saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him? Well, it's a narrow bridge and it was swaying back and forth. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her, of course. That seems to make sense. I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off. Ha! Does it now? You have a good sixth sense. When you feel that something's off, that's when you need to figure out why. If Terry Flaws isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony. Be careful, kitten. That girl has a judge wrapped around her little finger. You are going to have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers. You're going to have to come something really good. Camera, notice two people, start fighting, turned around, tried to run away. So this seems wrong. Because where was she running to? Let's take a look at the map. Right? The victim was on the behind. The bridge was broken. There was nowhere to go. Right? She was towards the... Yeah, it should not make sense. Look at it. Witness, your testimony is a joke. Huh? What? But I just... Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. Click. One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse. You say there were two contradictions? It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then, she would have hit a dead end. Exactly. You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have ran even 5. Because the dusky bridge just collapsed on that side. Wow, we got her. What does all this mean? It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. Well, this beautiful young lady has been lying to the court?
Objection!
What objection? Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram. Oh? What did you say? What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying... I am saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, it was fine. There's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident. That's ridiculous. Can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Ha! That guy is good. Huh? What do you mean? He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, alright. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy. What? That coward. Well, Miss Fay, it seems you have once again made a reckless accusation. Oh. I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself. No. It wasn't your fault at all, of course. It's cute. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw. Indeed. All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony? But it's so hard to go on. We are all on your side, Miss Foster. Really? There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. New testimony or new testimony? Running from the crime. Witness testimony. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Okay. Then he carried her over to the car. Okay. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge, he could have tossed it over. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Witnessing such violence must have been difficult. Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up. If he accepts this testimony as it is, we are finished. Don't say that. Oh well, maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte. This trial isn't over yet. Ha! That's what I like to hear. Alright, Miss Fay, your cross-examination if you please. The contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack. Yeah, he could have tossed her over the bridge. Running from the crime. Cross-examination. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Hold it. Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge? Yeah, because her coat isn't dirty. Actually, maybe she did fall. Of course, she didn't fall down on the bridge. Okay, come on, Edgeworth. He was saying he fell, which would have made her testimony wrong, but she interpreted her. If she had fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. If that were the case, her coat would have been all muddy.
Objection!
If you don't mind, I was asking the witness. Hi. No need to be so rude. Well, young lady? She was, oh, she didn't fall down. Of course, she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could. She changed. Ha! We are one step too slow. And then, what did the defendant do after that? Then he carried her over to the car. Okay, hold it. You personally witnessed that. You couldn't have because there was a freaking rock in the way. Yes. Did anything strange happen when he did that? Well, I don't know if you'd call it strange or not. But that's when the victim's scarf fell off. I mean this scarf. Her words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem. Okay. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden, which is wrong, but just keep pressing her. You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself? Yes. Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult. Yes, but let's remember they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried the dead body on a bridge like that? Objection. Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly. Wow, why did he get so emotional all of a sudden? Miss Faye, if you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us. Well, there is. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Hold it. Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but that mountain is famous among hikers. A surprising number of people go up there. But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct? There is also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. Whoa, wait. You know those monks, they just love cold, isolated places. Is this where the Fey branch family statue is? I think the witness is trying to say that the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Hold it. And you are absolutely certain that it was my client who was carrying the body. Well, he was wearing a prisoner's uniform, but as for his face... So you are saying you didn't get a clear look at his face? Well, they were far away and it was raining as well. I thought I was only supposed to say exactly what I saw. Excellent. You are a remarkably honest young woman. She's a poisoner. Something about this testimony is bothering me. But what? Hey kitten, have you ever put salt in your coffee? No, why would I? Why not? Huh? It may actually go better with coffee than sugar, right? No, probably not, but whatever. Listen, my point is, if you are not sure, you might as well add a ton of salt to it. It might bring out the rust in something, like a piece of evidence. Rust evidence? He's right, Mia. Go present something. You've got nothing to lose. By the way, I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. The two don't go well after all. Great. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the bodies are hidden. This is the bad part. Or the wrong part, I should say. Because the Eagle River is right there. That bridge. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Photo of the trunk. Yeah, this does not kind of the bridge. Worn by the victim at the incident found on Dusky Bridge. Seems to have been taken by the witness. Doesn't show the river though. And Melissa Foster as it has a timer function. College student witnessed a college student witnessed and photographed the incident on Dusky Bridge. Okay, we present the map again. Objection! The river is right there. A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. He knows. Well, what is it? Take another look at the map of the area and you will see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful currents. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. The kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. Oh. If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed a body in the water. Yep. Order. I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye. But I must admit that it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river. Ooh. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? Hi. How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature. I mean, she is a spirit channeler. What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all. Objection. But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous. Objection! Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Ugh. Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I'll try. All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Wait, who is he talking about? You? Alright, I'll do my best. Okay, she's gonna continue, right? Picked up in his arms, carried to the car, broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. Couldn't just leave the body above the bridge. Killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. He broke in. I thought he already had the car. What did the man do then? Well, naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police. And so that's when you called the police? You're sure that you saw all that with your own eyes? Yes, I am 100% certain. Couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Broken down bridge, okay. The body could be found. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. So we have died from blood loss. Bridge located 40 feet. Shows the car is already there. The photo of the trunk. So it's been broken into. Is that a problem? Because like, why would he break into it? I thought he already had broken into it. He drove it up there. That's what I thought anyway. Nope. My bad. Escape from custody. Hotshot lawyer bit smug. Witnessed and photographed the incident on Dusky Bridge. Killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. February 14, 1:21 p.m. Applause at 4:30 p.m. at that bridge where White Scarf talked to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. I don't know about who the hell is Dahlia still. I mean, she could not take a photo. She never had any film left. It doesn't. The only thing out of place is that pointer finger of yours. That could very well be. Here, take this penalty and try thinking things through again. What's the problem? Pointer fingers are made for pointing. Okay, now they're not. Carried to the car, stabbed her in the back, quickly picked her up in his arms. Carried her over to the car. Killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. It was my client. Well, he was wearing his face. Something tells me it's bothering me. Hey kitten, salt in your coffee. Why not? It may go better. But he will never do it. After he stabbed her in the back, are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge? Maybe he did and then he just interrupts her. She didn't fall down, the coat would have been dirty. Objection! What did the defendant do after that? Carried her over to the car. Personally witnessed that. Yes, did anything strange happen? That's when the scarf fell off. You mean this scarf? Match with what we saw, I don't see any problem. Killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car, hit the body in there. Hold it. What happened here? What did the man do? Well, he got in the car about to flee. You have to call the police. That's when he called the police. He saw all that with their own eyes. Yes, 100% certain. Broke into the trunk of the stolen car, hit the body in there. Valerie's autopsy. He bought the car with him, I thought. Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. No? Done what? Made a crucial mistake. A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye? The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes, or she couldn't have, right? So the rocks were in the way. Yes, and? It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. Ah, that's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. Ah, what objection? I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. I don't say it didn't exist 2 days ago. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car. It is. Look at the photo. That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine. No. Click. I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. Oh. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? The photo. This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. Yep. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge. But the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Edgeworth is trying dirty tricks, huh? Ah! Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. But still, you claim to have been able to see the killer's car. No, that was a straight up lie. Order. Order in the court. What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it.
Objection!
No. But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes. Oh. Mr. Judge. What is it? I think I must have remembered things wrong. Hold it. Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that. Objection. Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yes indeed. Quite true. You know what they say? To err is human, to forgive divine. You're a judge. I am inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here. What? That's not fair. Ha! Save the tears for later, kitten. Mr. Armando. Don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward. But that wasn't fair. Okay, kitten, you need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk? Yeah. Aha! Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you are going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. No, thank you, Armando. Well, witness? Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk. Why? Because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it. How did you know about the lid? Well, what? Let me see that photo. There are scratch marks. It's true. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied? How did you know about that before coming to court? How did you know? The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What she just said. Is there a contradiction in there somewhere? Yeah, I don't buy it. How would she know there were scratch marks? It doesn't work. Melissa Foster. It looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in a field taking photos of wild flowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? See, you were over there, near the car. Finally! I finally got her. Ha! I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself. Lamb. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was she put the corpse in herself. She is the owner of the car. She happened to be passing by. I'm inclined to believe the first one might be the right one. I don't think she put the corpse in herself. Only because, she's not in jail. She'll pop up in another case later. Passed by. Because she just happened to be passing by the area where the car was parked. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? He's like, oh, whatever, I don't care. Frankly, Your Honor, after hearing a pathetic response like that, I have to question whether or not such a pathetic lawyer should even exist. Did you hear that, Miss Faye? I believe Mr. Edgeworth just called you a canucklehead. The hell? Yeesh, isn't that overdoing things a bit? Great. Come on, Mia, one more time, you can do it. Great. That was wrong. It doesn't work. Alright, passing by obviously doesn't work. I'm stupid. She put the corpse in herself. There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches. Yes, what is it? Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. Oh, Edgeworth is stunned. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Flaws had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, yeah, he would have simply used a car key. There was no need to break it open. But he stole the car. Stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Which means that the key would have still been in the ignition. Oh, I see. Got you. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Flaws that put the body in the trunk. No objection. Preposterous to even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took, the timer? The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And we already know that at the time she was taking photographs. Now is your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, there's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself. It has a timer. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why, it's almost as if she had bought this camera just to take this picture. Oh. What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed? Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else, probably on the bridge. Exactly, she was not in the field. She was the one in the photo. Would the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, we'll also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident on the bridge occurred? She was the victim. Literally, she was the victim. Naturally, the witness was right here. But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. It's not Miss Hawthorne. Order, order, order. Miss Faye, what on earth? Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. Just ran away. The body was already in there. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim. Objection. How asinine. Of course Mr. Flaws met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Flaws. Objection. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne. Great. Now he's getting stuck in. What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? I just said. It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness. No. What? It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Flaws met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. Wait, is this Valerie? No, it's Dahlia, sorry, okay. It was you, Melissa Foster. Me? Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Flaws himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted. Objection! But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary, in solitary confinement apparently. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. You are just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof? I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. What? At the time of the incident, Mr. Flaws had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like, because he asked her to wear a white scarf. Yep, easy. Mr. Flaws had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification, namely this muddy scarf. Ah! It was Mr. Flaws who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster? Melissa Foster? No. Got her. Oh, she disappeared. The hell? Collapsed. I see. Where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby. Oh. It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together. The only question is, why did she do it? Well, isn't that obvious? She is the real culprit. Ha! In the original crime. Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we can start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies. Yes, Your Honor. Understood. Very well, this court is in recess. To be continued? Oh. Bro. We got this. Shouldn't be that much longer, right? And this is probably a one-day case, right? Because we won't be going to places and investigating, right? Probably not. Because a lot of things have changed. February 16, 1:14 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4. Mr. Flaws, eek! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wanna say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up. Thanks. We are almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime. Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we've got to get past. Obstacle? Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway? Motive, huh? Anyway, we are still badly in need of information. Information, right. What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she is a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. Was the victim in that case Melissa Foster? Maybe. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. Mr. Flaws, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Okay, I trust you. That day, 5 years ago, I dreamt of it. Every day. Okay, tell us. This picture, it reminds me everything. Bridge looks same, just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute. So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Ha! Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart at any time. It's true. I did. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne. That was her name. What is she calling herself? Melissa Foster. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? Who was freaking his girlfriend? I don't remember the girlfriend's name. Phoenix Wright's girlfriend. I don't remember. Your girlfriend? Huh? Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name. Oh, it's the victim's last name. Valerie Hawthorne. Okay. Dahlia Hawthorne. Valerie's little sister. What? Are you serious? The girl. Let her go. Shut up. Come closer, and I kill her. Sorry, but you are not going to get the chance. He did have a knife. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. Yep, she was, and that was her sister. At first, I thought shooting someone for a kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. Wrong! No protect sister. Valerie betray me. Betray us. What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything. All lies. All make-believe. Kidnapping too. A make-believe kidnapping? Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel. Ugh, did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas. I do anything she says, anything Dahlia says. Anything Dahlia says. Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie too. Oh. Valerie was in on it? Dahlia's family rich. Jewelry business. We get one jewel. That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note. We sent to her dad. Ask for $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer cause she knew detectives. Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman. She shot you instead? That woman, Valerie, she do it for real. She shoot at me for real. Me and Dahlia. Bang. I was shot in the arm. Dahlia, she jumped in the river. And she did not die. She is this lady, right? Jump. You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you? I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. wake up with police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me. That man, Terry Flaws, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below. These 5 years, all I wonder is, why? Why did she lie? That's all I want to know. So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself. Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why? Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear answer from her mouth. That's all. So that's why. That's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, zebra boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Flaws, where is it? Huh? Where's what? Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know. Valerie stole it. Huh? You don't know? No, really. I don't know. It's gone. With Dahlia. And Dahlia, right now, is Melissa Foster. Valerie's younger sister, victim of the kidnap slash murder at Dusky Bridge 5 years ago. She is Dahlia, isn't she? Maybe. With Dahlia? Because in the note it says tell Dahlia the truth. Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth must come out. That day on the bridge, Dahlia put it in backpack. Now gone, with Dahlia, gone, forever, into Eagle River. It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You can come back in now. We are about ready to go. Mr. Flaws, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne? Never found her, my sweet Dahlia. They never found her. Swallowed by river, gone. Dahlia, my teen angel. Your teen angel. How old was she anyway? Just 14, would be 19 now, at the same age as her. But for 14, I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds. Right? She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man, oh man, angels these days. Falls takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel or is she really a... It's time, kitten. It looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now. You bet. Diamond added to the court record. A $2 million gem used as ransom for Dahlia, lost to Eagle River 5 years ago. The training wheels come off now, Mia. You've got to strike while the iron is hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it. I mean, it's a very common saying, so, you know. claiming it as your rules. Pretty bad. February 16, 1:49 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Got more coffee. Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Terry Falls? Is it Falls? I kept saying flaws, but there's no L. F-L-A-W-S should be flaws. Foul. He's taking the fall. Whatever, I don't know. Anyway, we'll say it was interesting. Should be done in the next one though. Probably, I don't know for sure. And then we should move on to the last one, bro. We're very close to being done with the entire trilogy. We'll see. Anyway, in the next one.